Welcome to Standing Stone Learning Center. My name is Gull, and today we're going to be talking about setting up for watercolor painting. As you can see, I have my palette. I've had this palette for well over 30 years. It's a little worn out, but it works. I have watercolor pencils. These are color pencils that are water soluble. I also have my tube paints. In case something gets low in my palette, I can just add more paint. I also have ready to use my rubber cement that I use for a resist, and I quite often use a toothpick. So I've got that ready. I have my water. Everybody has different types of water containers. This one is I have a can and it's got some rocks in the bottom, so it is weighted. It's nice and heavy. And then I have a plastic cup full of water. I can take this cup out if need be. I have a weighted container because I have cats, and cats like to knock things over. Also, if you have cats, be mindful leaving dirty water out. My cats like to drink out of this. I have more paintbrushes that I could ever possibly use in one painting, but I got them. My water container is on top of a paper towel, a couple layers, and this is for cleaning my brushes. I also have some torn up pieces of paper towel in case I get a little too much water or the paint goes in a bad spot. I can just soak it up. And I use these also for different techniques, which you will see in the techniques program. You can also use sea sponge, and this is half a makeup sponge. They also work good for soaking things up. A sea sponge, if you're going to be using it in your watercolor paintings to soak stuff up, it's good to get it damp first. Because I'm going to be setting up my board with another painting, I have my ruler, my pencil, an eraser. White erasers, very important to always use white erasers. The colored erasers sometimes leave the color residue on your work surface. I also have painter's tape, and I have my paintings that I'm working on are taped down to a drawing board. You can get these at art supply stores. They come in handy because once my paintings are dry and I'm done for the time being, I can pick this up and lean it somewhere out of the way until the next time I am going to paint. Make sure you have good lighting and a good place to work. I don't always work with my easel per se completely flat, but I don't like it up too much because you're dealing with watercolor and it runs. So I might prop it up by putting something underneath it, but for the most part I paint with it flat down. So thanks for stopping in. There will be more tutorials on painting.